The gospel, contextualized in America, looks like us living life together because the world in sin says that we should not. Putting our cultural preferences aside for the sake of Jesus Christ. Not erasing them, but putting them aside. What I'm saying is that there's a beauty in your culture that I need in order to understand what it means to glorify Christ together as Christians first, blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics second. The purpose of Rare Revolution, the event, was to flesh out what the gospel looks like, contextualized in America through music form. What we mean by that is, historically speaking, when America was founded, it was founded on the basis of the structures and the government supporting the European American male, which we see as white, and suppressing Native Americans and African Americans. So when we moved to the present day, we had two forms of rap and rock, which were necessarily seen or distinctly seen as rock being with, you know, the white people group and rap being with the black people group. And so what we said is contextualizing the gospel, showing people that in Christ, basically, we are one. So there's black, there's no white, in the sense of that being superior to your Christian walk, but Christ comes first, and through the blood of Christ it causes a unity. And so the purpose of the event was to flesh out how does unity work in music form. And so we did that through various genres of music and cultural forms, and we wanted people to see that live and in color, and that's why we called it the Rare Revolution Experience, which was meant to be a platform. God allowed me to see, just like so many movies, that they start off, say, deja vu with the end in mind. And so you kind of see like the ending scene, and then they flashback. And so at the Rare Rev Experience, we showed the rock and rap band together as one and doing the song together after the music stops, and then we separate them. The reason why we separate them is because we want to tell a story that, historically speaking, rap and rock were viewed as separate. You saw the rock band perform two songs, then the rap group performed two songs, and the rock performed two, and the rap performed two. And so during this evening, you would see or feel a tension of why they performing separate when I just saw them perform together as one.
To show people that, yeah, you got guys who, you know, maybe from the hood and who like the boom bap and the rap music, and then you got some guys who just like to bang their heads to rock music or whatnot, and who may never venture into each other's worlds, are brought together because of the blood of Christ. And what does it look like to live out the gospel? It means to have Jesus Christ and His truth permeate every area of your life. You can't look at other people who are, you know, your brothers and sisters in Christ and only acknowledge the culture or the background that they're from. As we know the Bible talks about, as we've heard before, that we're a chosen race, well, a new race of Christians. Just looking at it from that perspective, you know, Red Revolution is us saying, hey, we are Christians first and foremost. Christ is to be exalted first and foremost. Let's come together and live out the gospel. You know what I'm saying? Together, to where you have people from all creeds, cultures, backgrounds saying, forget all that stuff, forget my skin color, forget how much money I got in the bank, forget the neighborhood that I live in. We're tied together by the blood of Christ.
Really just trying to promote Jesus Christ. And I pray that people see this not as a gimmick, not as the new thing, not as a formula, but as an aspect and a bridge to Christ and saying that, hey, we're seeking to flesh out and contextualize Christ in American culture. And this movement is trying to be a piece in as many movements and many revolutions that we know and believe need to happen in America. God has just given us the grace to hopefully start and birth one, and that is through exalting Christ over cultures and races. And so we pray that this movement is seen as that and not as the latest, greatest formula that you need in order to attain Christ.
I think a lot of times when you have events, people are excited to show up and take part in some sort of experience, something that they can be a tourist on or an onlooker. They came to see something, they got it, and they leave. Painting the picture of Red Revolution as a movement enables people to see that they're responsible and they should take ownership of the truth of Jesus Christ. That it's more than this event you're coming to see, but this is a lifestyle to be lived out. We want people to walk away knowing what it looks like to live red.